everyone! Trade shapes the world, but not every nation plays on equal ground. This week, we explore how international trade agreements, led by the WTO and regional PTAs, define the policy space of low-income countries, the room they have to grow, protect, and transform their economies. Now, let's talk about policy space. This is the flexibility a government has to create and implement domestic policies that are vital for its population. The core issue is that this space is constantly getting smaller due to global rules. The WTO framework imposes constraints. In fact, asymmetry in trade disputes favors large countries like the US, further disadvantaging developing nations. We must focus on safeguarding the core elements that establish a nation's foundation. Protecting these core areas ensures stability and development. First is economic policy space, which is essential for developing countries to boost industry, increase productivity, and stay competitive. Second, social policy space, covering critical needs like health and education. Protecting this social space is essential for a nation's ability to uphold human rights obligations.
Environmental policy space is about a nation's freedom to go green, to invest in renewables, cut pollution, and balance trade with sustainability goals. But trade rules, like the WTO's subsidy limits, often narrow that freedom. Cultural policy space is about protecting local identity and creative industries, yet non-discrimination rules can make it harder to prioritize homegrown culture. Both show how global trade can squeeze national autonomy.
At the heart of global trade lies a contradiction, what Ha-Joon Chang calls kicking away the ladder. The same policies that built today's wealthy nations, subsidies and local content rules, are now banned for developing countries. It's a legal straitjacket that locks inequality in from the start. They say that rules are equal, but are they? TRIPS and SCM forbid tools that every rich country once used. When the US bails out its auto industry, it's legal. When Indonesia does it, it's condemned. The field isn't level, it's tidal. Even health or environmental laws can be attacked as trade barriers. The US gambling case showed how market access can outweigh public morals. What began as cooperation for prosperity has become hyperglobalization, where liberalization is the goal, not equitable development.
Regarding limitations, under TRIPS, it bans the developing countries from using tools like local content rules or export requirements. The TRIPS agreement makes developing countries follow strict patent laws. Many trade deals now include more stricter TRIPS Plus rules. The GATT agreement forces countries to treat foreign service companies the same as local ones, which make it hard to protect their own industries. Because of tarific rules, countries cannot easily raise or lower taxes on imports. In terms of opportunities, countries can use areas not clearly covered by WTO rules, for example, supporting green industries or foreign tax incentives. Moreover, Brazil redesigned its auto policy to fit within WTO rules, and in health emergencies, countries have used TRIPS flexibilities to produce affordable medicines.
Low-income countries face major trade barriers. High legal costs and complex rules often stop them from using the WTO system, a problem known as policy chill. Power imbalances means rich countries dominate disputes, and new trade deals impose even tougher limits on their policy choices. To expand their policy space, countries can act together to demand fairer trade rules, use existing WTO exceptions more strategically, and build regional alliances like the African Continental Free Trade Area to strengthen their negotiating power.
Let's champion systemic WTO reform, master creative policy navigation like Brazil and Singapore, and push for a new paradigm where trade rules build ladders of opportunity for all.